Okay, once you're inside the platform, you're going to see a page like this. If this is your first time doing setup, you won't have these green check marks. You will actually have buttons over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to walk through each one of these and set it up. Okay, so when you first log in, you'll have your authentication check mark completed, and you'll see this, but you'll see 0 and 0. Okay, and if you set up your trading account as we specified in the previous video, but what you want to do is you'll walk through here and you'll select the channels that you want to follow. And one thing that I suggest to you just for testing is to build yourself a test channel. This is mine, and you can connect it, and you can actually send test signals just to make sure that that things are working. So, like, you can see that I've sent several over the last week or so. This one especially is interesting to me because it triggered without any issue. On the desktop system, you would have to configure the map for this because of that slash. But the AI system just parses it, doesn't have any issues. So anyway, so you're going to select your channels, and then you want to save once you've finished selecting. Let's say that you add a new channel in Telegram. You can come in here and refresh this. This check status button will check your actual Telegram connection, because the way that this session works is when you validate in Telegram, it will create a session here, but it will also create a session that Telegram looks for. Okay. Now, if Telegram does something like they invalidate your session or they boot you off, you want to know that, because you could still log into here and have an invalid session in Telegram, right? And then you won't be getting any trade signals. So this will allow you to check the status of Telegram and have you log out and log back in if that session has been invalidated for some reason. And then, of course, adding the Meta API account, we have already covered that. Trade settings. So you have a couple different options here. You can set trade settings per broker account, right? So if you have more than one account license, you can select between the accounts and build the risk settings for that. And then you can also select from the channels you follow and build risk settings for those. Okay, so for this particular channel, for example, we have specific risk settings for that channel, so it will show you this here. Both the channel and the broker have settings. The default risk metric is calculate based on percent of account. Currently that is at 2%. I think we'll go ahead and change that because that seems a little high. You can change your take profit allocations between accounts. So let's say you wanted to go 60, 20, and 20. This would affect only this particular channel, right? And you can enable a trailing stop. You can make it global. You can make it for the specific channel itself, right? So let's say we want to activate the trailing stop for everything. Okay. You can add symbol specific trailing settings, and you can add prefix or suffix if your broker uses a suffix or uses a prefix. You can add custom symbols. So, for example, we put gold here as like the example, but really that's not a good example. This would be for things like indexes or crypto or oil, like if you trade oil, where often the symbol that comes in the Telegram channel, right, is different than what shows up in the broker. And so you want to basically compensate for that. You want to, tell the system, hey, when you see WTI, you are trading, U.S. oil or whatever. Or when you see, Brent, you're trading, whatever, Brent crude. So, um, so that's how that works. And then you want to save all your changes. Let's go ahead and save those changes. So then you can come in here to the notifications. This, when you first come here, it will tell you to set up a channel, and you're going to go ahead and set that up. And then lastly, we have reporting. As of this, the making of this video, we have the UI set up. We do not have the back end system connected yet. Our plan is to push that either late today or tomorrow, one of the two. But this will show you, like, if you've got info, like what trades get taken, warnings, like if your broker rejects the trade, errors, things of that nature, right? So, like, let's say, you got booted off of the Meta API server, that will show up here. Or if your broker rejected an order because there was not enough liquidity or whatever, that'll show up here. So, yeah, so that's the setup in a nutshell. Like I said, it's a lot easier to work with than the classic desktop system. So yeah, thanks for watching.